This is funny. This is funny. Okay. So we booked this call thinking my hair would be done. It's almost done. This is Oka. She's fabulous. She's the best. I mean, she's the reason I've been able to grow my hair longer, you know? The challenge is I went to go plug in my microphone for you guys and this thing is dead. I charged the whole car right here and I brought the one that's broken. I know. Yeah. Life of a creator. Broken microphone. Hey, can you guys hear me okay? I'm going to put show comments on. Anyway, I'm broadcasting live from my phone. I'm going to go outside. It'll be a bit quieter in a second here. Well, this is next level multitasking. I have a phone stand, but she's almost done. I like, at the end of the hair thing, I like when they do, they straighten it. So it's really straight. Hi, Patty. Hi, Wendy. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear me because I have my AirPods in. So this wasn't how this was supposed to go down, but that's okay. That's when you run a business. That's how it rolls. But this is special because this is our special Fabulous Friday Fix. It's something new that I'm doing. I call it Fabulous Friday Fix because you're fabulous and we're hanging out. It's Friday, and I'll fix any business questions you have. So you get to literally ask anything and I answer them because that's like super fun. And so I'll go outside. I'm at it's a really nice place I'm at. It's an outdoor shopping thing. So I will walk around, I'll go get a coffee and we'll talk like girlfriends, like we're out hanging out together. So it's a little more interactive. I think it's an upgrade, with the exception the microphone's not working, which breaks my soul as a video creator who says everyone should have a microphone. Okay, so I'm excited to see who's here. Let me know who's in the chat. Is it your first time watching? Have you been here before? There will be a replay right when I'm done. This is going to turn into a replay so you can watch it later. But you get to ask, so it's a literally ask me anything. And if it's your first time, quick backstory. Nobody does this. You're right. It's a great comment, Christina. No one does this. You're right. They'd be like, I can't make it. I'm getting my hair done still. Quick backstory. I grew up incredibly poor, shy, humble beginnings, never thought I'd amount to anything. I think that's an important part of the story, okay? Then see, we have a first-time friend. Oh, gosh, Katie's here. Hi, Katie. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Leah. I love you. It's good to see you. I miss you. Patty. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, ended up starting making YouTube videos a few years ago, maybe like 10 years ago. That started to work and I started to get attention. I was a network marketer at the time selling beauty products. That then turned into speaking engagements and a digital course that I created, which then turned into $1 million business. And now it's a multi-million-dollar business. And I don't share that to impress you, but to impress Funny. I grew up incredibly poor, shy, humble beginnings. My mom was a single mom, and my life goal as a kid was to be able to afford Pantene shampoo. But now I figured out how to create digital courses and sell them. I also have some trainings for network marketers because I was in that space for a long time. I don't know if I'm done. I think I might be done. Am I done? Yeah, I'm done. Okay. Hold on. Let's do the spin. Can we do a spin? Okay, come on. Let's do the spin. I like when they do this. Let's see the hair. Oh, that's some nice hair. Okay. I love it. You're so good. Zoka's the best. She's just so nice. And she knows when I come, I don't really talk, because I'm working. So you probably, do you like that? You get some time off from talking because I just don't talk. I mean, talk a little, ask about her kids. All right, I'm pulling this off. Hold on, you guys are gonna have to see me. I gotta get my jacket back on. There's a whole thing happening. To do this, you're gonna pay with me, and then we're gonna go outside. We're going outside to Fenton. Fancy little shopping area. Okay, first I'm gonna put this on so I look like a lady. Oh, there's a stain on my sweatshirt. Which is fine. That actually makes sense with the day that we're doing right now, that I would have a stain on my sweatshirt. Okay, so here we go. Now, come on. Okay, so anyway, to finish that story, I'm a digital course creator today. That's what I do. I help other people how to take your knowledge, get it out into the world, and turn it into an income stream that runs on autopilot so you can live your life and still make money no matter where you are. That's what I do. Okay, here we go. I got my little backpack. Okay. At least there's a lot of blow dryers going. I love you. Thank you. Okay, we'll see you soon. She's the cutest. I mean, just look at this place. Hold on. See? It's fabulous. It's fabulous. Okay. Hello. Hi. I'm sorry, I'm running a live broadcast and saying you at the same time. It's multitasking. Yes, Michelle. Okay. All right.
I respect multitasking skills.
Yeah. That's the life of a business owner. We multitask, All right. And then I gotta pay Zoka. I gotta give her a tip. Can I do that while my phone is running on Venmo? Could she, can I just write down her Venmo? I'm gonna pay her after my broadcast because I think it might mess up my broadcast. It's a little strategy there. Okay. Okay. We're just paying. Okay. I love it. Look younger with Debbie. First time. Hi. Okay. I'm taking you guys outside. We're gonna go do. It'll be so fun. It doesn't actually show her username. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, I gotta. Ooh, that's risky. Can you text me a picture of this? That'd be awesome. It's only the QR code. And what if I leave the broadcast and then I lose you guys? It's a, there's a danger in that. We can't have that. I feel like I picked this pen up. Okay. All right. We're just finishing paying and then we're walking outside to the fabulous land. 2:15. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you text me that, I'll pay her tip. Because she's fabulous. Okay. Here's the new card. Got it. Sweet. I've got your number in the system here, and you'll get the score up. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go, girls. Okay. All right, I got to show you what I'm seeing. How can I flip this? Just so complicated. Back camera. Ooh, back dual camera. Back dual camera. Back triple camera. Okay. So now we can do a live interaction. So you're going to lose me for a sec. Okay. Okay, let me know in the chat. Can you see what's happening here? Okay, we're going to go. We're going to go get a coffee and we're going to talk business. All right. So let me know in the chat. I might have to flip. Okay, you see. Okay. Yeah. So the comments, if anyone has a business question, I can answer any sort of business questions. Looks like I can put them on the screen. Oh, this is fabulous. Look at this over here. I know. Isn't that amazing? Okay, here I see a question. I'm going to show it on the screen. Show on stage. Boom. Question. If I'm an entrepreneur and working on my business, wouldn't I have divided attention if I would focus on creating a course? Thank you. So that's a great question. And I know Christina, because I feel like we used to work together, Christina, or am I confusing you with someone else? Either way. So here's the deal. When I was a network marketer back in the day, let me know, is my audio pretty clear, you guys? Are we good? I would work my network marketing business during the day, right? So and I made that into a 6-figure income that supported me. So that's what I did during the day. And that was really important for me to make it during the day. But then what I did is at night, I would upload a YouTube video. And over time, those YouTube videos started to get attention and build an email list, which then eventually turned into the ability for me to sell digital courses. And those digital courses were working and selling on autopilot when I wasn't always working, which was actually pretty awesome. And so I would say that building a digital course, yes, it takes a little bit of time to build, but then that thing runs on autopilot for you, which is super amazing. So I would say if you have a little bit of extra time in your downtime, that you could create something to sell and build an audience. Like today, your online following and your email list, that is your paycheck, right? So the bigger you grow your authority online, the bigger you connect with people, more followers you have, the more people on your email list, right? That's essentially a currency today. And so people are like, I don't even have a brand. I'm like, okay, well, that's your brand. Your brand is no one. So that's not a good brand. You should get a better brand. You should start showing up and providing value. And the more value you provide, the more people start to realize, well, I like this person. They're valuable, right? And you could do stupid things like what I'm doing right now, just walking around in a fabulous place, right? Giving value. So, and then that turns into people start following me. They're like, wow, this person really knows her stuff. What else could she teach me? And then people do a deep dive on my stuff and realize, oh wait, I can learn how to make awesome videos from that girl. She's a video course, or wait, she actually has a course that teaches me how to make my own course, right? So they go and buy your other stuff that you have. So like that's what's crazy is I have a book, right? My next book coming out, You Are a $1 Million Brand. You might be like, I am a $1 million brand. You think? I'm like, I know you are. I'm gonna show you how to do it, right? So yes, the more that you're showing up in social media, the more you build it into something that can be monetized so many different ways. Cool, good question. Okay, next question. Spark with Teresa, show on stage. Okay, so this says, what does it say? Hold on a sec, I gotta see it. I have a free quiz and a $9 course. Should I lead with the quiz and upsell the $9 course, or sell the course directly with the quiz as a step inside? I have a free quiz and a $9 course. Should I lead with the quiz and upsell the $9 course, or sell the course directly? Lead with the quiz. Well, you could do it either way. So I do both. I mean, I test stuff out. I'm like, okay, let's lead with the quiz. The quiz is free, right? Let's see, if people will do the quiz, and if that then leads to sales of my $9 course. If not, I'm like, well, let's flip it around. Let's do the course first, just sell that. We actually have a lot of success not leading to a freebie. We lead directly to a paid course. And surprisingly, people just pay $27 and they just like buy the thing. And it's amazing. Are you ready for fabulousness? We're arriving at the coffee truck and this outdoor sitting area. I know. We should all meet up here. I mean, it's a good influencer photo shoot thing. We should have a meetup in Cary, North Carolina. Okay. So I hope that answered your question. Okay. It's so hard on my phone to like show questions, but as long as you guys can see them. Oh no, where'd that question go? Oh no, hit a button. I think it was Autumn's question, right? Show on stage. Hi. We're going to sit right here. These don't look like the most comfortable, but I think it'll be okay. It's going to work out. It's going to all work out. Okay. Hi, Michelle. I have subscribers on my YouTube channel. However, how do I connect with them with their email? Does that make sense? Yes, totally it does. Okay. I have a tripod. Please hold. I'm going to get the tripod up, but I'll answer that while I'm getting my tripod ready. I could flip the camera so you see what I'm doing. Actually, I'll just go in front of the camera. I think you'll just see my legs, though, with the angle. So, yeah, to get people on your email list, what you need to do is provide something of value that will get them on your email list. So, like, one example is if you go to michellelovesyou.com/tools, which I'll see if I can drop that in the chat. Okay, so, yeah, so, like, return. Let's see if I can send this. Doing this on the phone is very challenging. Sorry, I'm going to change my view. Oh, it went through. Okay. So, so that is a list of all of my favorite video equipment. So if you were like, do you have a list? I'm like, yeah, I do. Like I went to Amazon, I found all of that stuff, I ordered it in, I tested it out. And a lot of people are like, that's so nice of you, Michelle, to give me that whole entire list. Here's my tripod. Okay. I'm going to set it up. Not sure how this lighting is going to be, but we're going to just go for it. That's what we're going to do. Now I got to flip my camera again. Camera. Oops, I turned off my camera. Front camera. Oh, hi there. Hello. This is the most impromptu live of all time. That's right. Okay, how about this? Can you still hear me? Do like this. Okay. Well, let me go sit back down at my table. I have to keep getting up to read comments. That's silly. This is so silly. Okay, here we go. Okay. I mean, I'm acting like I'm an influencer or something at this point because there's people watching me. Yeah, I'm just an influencer. Just a real big influencer. You're just a crazy lady. Okay, so to build your email list, this is like a TV show, Yeah. Hope you guys can still hear me. Anyway, so I recommend a platform like Flowdesk, Flodesk. I used to have a discount code only 19, but they changed the link. So I'll drop it in the chat in a second. But Flowdesk, you can literally set up a landing page where people can come to, and they can put their email in exchange for something for free. So they go, like, let's say you're a you teach people how to have a happier day or something, right? So I would go to ChatGPT and be like, I help people have a happy day. I want to make a free guide that I can give people on how to have a happy day. Like, what could I use? And so I would go to ChatGPT. I would say, what can I call this guide? Make it 3 words, super fun, super easy to remember, and it give me like 20 examples. I'd say, give me 20 examples. So give me those examples, and I would have like, I would come back with like happy life forever. And I'd be like, that's my favorite. So I would be like, when I'm live, I'd be like, you guys, and if you want my happy life forever guide, oh my gosh, I'm gonna show you how to have a happy life forever. All you have to do is click the link below or say the word happy, and I'll send it over to you. Then I'm gonna send them to my landing page. It's gonna be like, do you want to have a happy life forever? If so, I figured out the 10-step system you need to follow every day to have a happy life forever. If you want it, just drop your name and your email below, and I'll send it over. Green button. So over here, it's gonna be like happy life forever, and over here, they're gonna drop their info. You love it? So then they're gonna opt in. Now they're on my email list. So now once a week, I'm gonna email them. And I used to be like, what am I gonna email these people? And I was like, Michelle, don't feel like they're people. They're your friends. Like, people don't get on your email list unless they like you. So like, okay, I'm emailing people that like me. Okay, I'm gonna email my people that like me. I'm gonna first tell them I like them. I'm gonna tell them something motivational. I'm gonna make them a YouTube once a week, and I'm gonna send it to them and be like, yo, friend, hi. I was just thinking about you, and I just made this new video. It's all about like how to be happy when you feel sad, because that's like important. So I made you a video on how to feel happy when you feel sad. It's right here on YouTube. You can go check it out. P.S. Love you. And my book comes out soon, right? In the beginning, I had nothing to promote. So I was like, P.S. I love you. That's it. Okay. So that's what I would say. That's my answer for that question. But I'm going to drop a link to Flowdesk in the chat. This is interactive. Should we move locations? Level, what level do I look crazy? A lot of people walking around, Okay. Here we go. Actually don't care, because guess what? Their thoughts don't pay my bills. I just have to say that to myself on the days when I'm like, do I look crazy? Okay, it's great. Okay, is this great? It's good. I want to see that you guys are hearing me okay. Leah, hi friend. I love your Course Creator Blueprint digital training. That's so nice. If you go to thecourseblueprint.com, you can get it. It's good. We just added, if you're in that, by the way, you got to go back in, because we just added the 7-figure course plan to help you take your course and build it into a 7-figure empire. So you can work from anywhere, like here, like this field that I'm standing in. Change of scenery. Thank you. I was just shaking it up, just getting crazy. All right. As a test prep company owner, I created a digital course. Now everybody in the restaurant's looking at me. It feels awkward. Go back. Okay, I'm not kidding. That was actually true. I created a digital course that teaches how to earn scholarships. Should I create a new LLC? So I would say once you get, this is what my accountant told me. Once you start making like profit with it, like this is starting to become something substantial, then go set up an LLC, right? I would also ask your accountant, because I'm not an accountant. So I just remember being like, I'm going to do this thing. He's like, okay, well, if your thing actually makes money, P.S. my purse chilling like a villain over here. So yeah, I would just make sure it's starting to make money. Once it starts to make money, then I'd set up an LLC for it. Please, can I give you one tip that I actually did wrong in the beginning? Make sure you have to get, eventually when you set up an S Corp for your business, you have to get a separate business credit card, not a personal credit card that you use for your business. There's actually business credit cards that you can get. I was confused about that and ran most of my business expenses on a personal card, which is messy. So I'm telling that to you. You should have a personal card, and you should have a business credit card that's not a personal card. That's an important small detail that I missed. So I share that with you because that's important. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Next question. I have to use the restroom, but it's like, do I take you with me? Like what do we do? So we just pretend we don't have to go. It's fine. It's completely fine. Completely fine. By the way, because it's so hard to see the comments, I'm just going back to the bottom and clicking those to put a comment up. So if you're like, she didn't answer my question, just put it again. And put it again over and over and over. That's completely fine. I wouldn't even notice because the screen I'm working with is so small. Okay. I love all of your, this is a nice comment. Okay. I love all of your training, including the Course Creator Blueprint. Actually gave me the clarity for creating low and higher ticket. My gosh, that is so fun. And enjoy the moments lifestyle. We just added, go back in and go to the first module. It's like, hey, Because you're part of the Course Creator Blueprint, you get the 7-figure course plan. Fill this out, hop on a call with my team, and we'll map out a game plan for you to get this to the next level. That's new. So there you go. Okay. Scrolling. Let's see. Okay, question. I see a new one. We should do this every Friday. I come out here, maybe grab my coffee at the orange truck right there. We could go order together. Okay. Do you still believe that email is king? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, phone number is also important, as not everyone is reading emails. So the question is, I heard someone say that phone numbers are really important too. Yeah, I mean, it is important. So I'd say having both. I mean, email's important because, 35% of my emails get open. When I want to hold a sale, I can just email it out. I've got about 80,000. I've had about 120,000 people opt into my email list over time. But if they don't pay attention to your emails, you eventually want to kick them out because if you send too many emails and they're not getting open, then the servers don't like you or something. So we kick out people that don't open our emails. So if you want to get my emails, you better keep opening them. So there's that. But then of the 80,000 people we email, about 35% of the people open them. If we have a good title, we've done it correctly, sometimes 40%. And so that's a substantial amount of people, right? So when we send out these emails, a lot of people open them. Does everyone buy? No. But if, 2% of what's 35% of 80,000, like 25,000. If just 5% of 25,000 people, I don't know, do the math on that. It's still a good day. It's a good day right there. So email is important, but having phone numbers is good too, right? So we get phone numbers and we actually have automated text. It's usually when you buy something from us, but then we have automated text that follow up. And we do it even when you, if you go to, you could test this out. Go to 5minutevideos.com. Video is plural. 5minutevideos.com. It's the word 5, F-I-V-E, minutevideos.com. And you put in your name and your email. I think sometimes you put it in before you get to the checkout page. Sometimes you don't. But if you put it in before you get to the checkout page, now I've captured your name and your email and I can remind you hey, my friend, looks like you were checking out 5-minute videos and you didn't snag it. Just in case you got busy, here's a reminder. And then boom, there's a link for them to go back to it. So those are called retargeting texts and retargeting emails. And if we want to generate sales, typically a sale doesn't happen the second they go to your page. Are you distracted a lot? Yeah, me too. Right. So I'm I want to buy that. And then my kid's I need food. I'm whoa, I'm not buying anything right now. I'm making food. And then I'm I was going to buy something, but I can't even remember what it was. If that person texts me yo, Michelle, looks like you were checking out our page, but you didn't snag it. Here's a link to grab it. I'm whoa, dude, thank you. Yep, I wanted that. I forgot. So retargeting emails and retargeting texts are so huge to actually generate sales. So, and we'll do a series. We'll do a series of retargeting texts and emails to people. And we usually have, you want to create scarcity and urgency to get people to purchase. And so we will usually have a deadline, right? So this weekend, we're holding a sale on my social media superstar school. If you guys don't have that, that teaches you how to really crush it on social media in a very basic training. If you're can you teach me baby steps? I hate social media. I'm yeah, I'll teach you baby steps for Facebook and for YouTube and for Instagram and how you can apply that to other platforms. And we're doing a flash sale, which my team is literally just sending the emails out right now. And if you're how do I want that here? And I'm going to finish my point here. But that's a flash sale only for a limited time. That creates scarcity and urgency. So that sale is going to go away. Return. Okay, did I post it? I think it went. That sale's going to go away, right? So on, I think Sunday night, oh no, the price is going back up and you're going to have to pay $100 more, which is sad. Why pay more when you can pay less, pay less, few stores. So so that creates scarcity and urgency. So from now until Sunday, we have 4 emails set up. One goes out today, one goes out tomorrow. And then 2 or 3 go out on Sunday, just saying, I think the one 9 p.m. on Sunday is hey, just quick reminder, if you want to grab social media superstar, here's a link to grab it. If not, I still love you and you're my friend forever. Bye. Boom. Simple, right? I don't think it says exactly that. It's not, that's kind of the gist of what we want to say. So anyway, that's my long-winded answer for the more ways you can reach people. I think we have texts also on that going out too. I don't remember seeing them, but it's very similar. Hey, just a reminder to purchase. Okay. There you go. Scrolling, finding our next question. If you just joined us, hello. Broadcasting live from this very cool spot. I wasn't supposed to be here. I was going to be in my office, but then I was getting my hair done and the appointment ran over. And then I was like, oh, heavens, we're going live from right here, baby. There's music playing. You guys hear it? Is that annoying? Say annoying if it is. Okay, here we go. Show stage. Awesome home videos. Oh my gosh, I want to follow your channel. Can you give me some examples of urgency and scarcity in real estate? Yeah, okay. I work with so many realtors in my elite program. So I have a year-long coaching program where I help tons of realtors. And they're getting so many more buyers and sellers, which is so fun. But they're also creating like journals that they're selling and like online courses they're creating. Like it's pretty crazy. So I'm assuming, let's say you want to generate way more buyers. Maybe you want sellers and you want to own the house and then you want to be able to sell it to people. So to generate more, so yeah, so it just depends. I need a little more context. Are you talking about, it's going to be hard for me to ask you questions. Whoa, where did that question go? It just disappeared. Okay, so for real estate, if it's like a free guide that they're opting into, I don't know if you're selling like a course or if you're trying to get more realtors. I need more context. Could you just tell me in the chat? Just tell me, and I'll come back to it. I won't come back. I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm gonna wait for you to comment. Only because I'm like, I need more context. Do you want more sellers? Do you want more buyers? Are they gonna opt into one of your free guides? And then do you want them to potentially book a call with you? I mean, I think that's the play, right? So what I would do in that example, hold on a sec. Yeah, it's so hard for me to see comments because, let me see. How do I sell? Okay, here we go. Joe on stage. How do I sell a home or get buyers faster? Okay, yeah, great. So you want someone to opt into your free guide, right? Like 10 things you should never do if you're buying in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's pretend, okay? 10 things you should never do, or the biggest buyer mistakes I see people making. So they opt into that. And then now we're going to create scarcity and urgency for them to get a free, you're going to give them depending if they're buying or selling, like you can either give them a free, and I don't know all the terms. I used to be a real estate agent, commercial real estate is so different. But like, let's say you want to give them how much their house is worth. So you're like, hey, if you would like to get a free, I specialize in the area. I'd love to give you a free one for your house, but this is limited. Typically charge, $549 for this, but you get a free one if you act fast, right? This only is good until Sunday, right? And what happens is people's hearts start racing and they're like, oh gosh, okay, I was thinking about selling, but I don't know, but now you're giving a free one. It's normally, if you make this value, like you're going to get this, you're going to get that, you're going to get this, you're going to get that. I do this in my webinars. You're going to get all these things, but it's only free for this time, or you could even charge for it, right? Normally it's this price, but I'm charging only this price, right? So if you want to get to your whole home pricing thing and all the comps of local, in the area, make sure you act by Sunday or in the next 48 hours. And there's a thing called deadline funnels.com. I think it's deadline funnels with an S at the end. If not, it's deadline funnel without an S at the end. But you can literally put that on the page. Like, this is only good, and it tracks their IP address. This is only good until this time on Sunday, right? And so it's like, what up? I got to get this thing, right? And so, so that would be just one example of many that you could do. For people to sell, maybe they get, like, you want to differentiate yourself as a realtor. So I would go to ChatGPT and be like, what are some of the things that I can include in my packet that people get access to? I remember when we had to sell our house, the realtor was so good. Like, he knew we wanted to sell, but he was so good about like getting in front of us right away. And then he was so good about being like, you don't understand, the market is shifting and like, this is the time to sell. Interest rates are going up. It's going to be a totally different market. It was during COVID. He's like, we don't know. And I would just tell you that right now is the time to sell. And we were like, holy, really? Like, we better sell. It was such a good pitch. And I was like, we totally fell for that. We were like, we better get the house done really fast. And he's like, I also throw in free staging. So they're going to come in, and it wasn't really staging, but she came in, like, told me what to get rid of. And like, I had to do it myself. But she's like, do this, do that, do this, do that. I did all that. And then we got top dollar for our house. Right. And so, but he just created such urgency in my heart. I'm like, and they threw in this free stager. I'm like, whoa. And then we listed with him and then we sold it within like a few days. So there's a lot of little things like that. Right. So, and ChatGPT is so fun for you to be able to ask. We also work with a lot of realtors in our year-long coaching program. So when you hop on with your coaches, we can talk through different strategies on, like, if it's for sellers, if it's for buyers, like what specific strategy, because there's so many different things you can do depending on how they're coming in. Is it on a free guide? Okay, how are we getting the book call with you? Okay, how we take them to the next step, right? And what are we setting up timers? Like, so many fun things you can do for that. So I hope that answered your question. Okay, so let's see. Scrolling. All right. There we go. Does each document need a copyright logo? If you want to make one, I can't say I'm that detailed with that logos having a copyright. If someone steals my logo, fine, I'll make a new one. Have a nice day. You know, I mean, we made it on Canva. I actually give my logos. My logos are literally in my membership area. I'm gonna grab my water. It's sitting by itself. It's sad. So yeah, so that's what I would recommend. Oh, I left my bag on the ground. I should get that too. Please hold. We could change scenery. We should go. We should move. You know, because that could be fun. Okay, here we go. If you just joined us, welcome to the show. This was not supposed to happen right here, but I was getting my hair done and the appointment ran over, so then I just been broadcasting right here from this fabulous area. Look at how fabulous it is. Oh my gosh, it is so fabulous. We could go into Pottery Barn or Lululemon. I mean, this is where the fancy people are hanging out, you know? Just one of them. I'm acting fancy over here. All right, so the question is, how can we find followers? Hold on. Show on stage. How can we find followers on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok? Best day and time to post. Okay. First part, how can we find followers? We just start showing up, providing valuable information, and you will start to get followers. If you're not a subscriber of my YouTube channel right now, you should subscribe to me. Right? I always forget to say that. But like sometimes people are just like, I like this chick. I like her style. Like she knows what she's talking about. And I have sold over $16 million of my digital products online. So like someone hears that, they're like, whoa. Even when I had sold like 100,000, people are like, whoa, you did? How'd you do that? Right? So like you don't even have, it doesn't even have to be a big number. Sometimes a big number is a little off-putting to people. So you don't even have to have that. You can just be like, yeah, I've sold like $30,000. And they would be like, no way, how'd you do that? Right? So if you've had some success in what you're doing, you start sharing. So when I was back in the day, I was a network marketer, and like I was starting to have some success recruiting people. I had recruited 3 people, and I'd held one $300 party. Okay, which is like not that impressive, but to someone who had not done that, they were like, "No way, you did that. How'd you do that?" And I was like, "I'll show you. I'll show you how I did it. I sent these messages. I did this. I said this, and then they showed up for the party. Then I got them to buy by saying this, and then now they're reordering from me, and they were like, "Oh my gosh!" Right? And so they thought that was so valuable because they'd never done it. The second you share someone share something to someone that they haven't heard before from someone else, they look to you as their expert. So they would hear this script from me. They're like, Michelle Cunningham's a genius. I'm like, not really, but I'm glad you think that. They were like, I'm going to tell everyone about Michelle Cunningham. So they did. And then I would go to like company events or like, it was crazy. People would be like, yo, the script, you gave me the script. It changed my life. And I'm like, no way. I'm like, that's so cool. And they were like, yeah, all because of you. And I'm like, yeah, but I just shared something I was doing that it wasn't novel, you know? They're like, that's so genius, right? So they started to follow me, and then they would tell their friends and those friends and then more friends, and then friends and all other companies started to find me. And so if you provide enough value online, people are going to follow you. They're going to be like, dude, that was really helpful. Okay. Best time to post. I was listening to Brock Johnson yesterday. He's a big Instagrammer. He's like, the time of day you post doesn't matter. I mean, you could ask ChatGPT, but I don't care. I just post whenever I feel like it. I know I should have more strategies than that, but that's been my strategy, and it's working. Hashtags, Brock Johnson said 0. Or no, maybe it was someone else I followed, but she's like 0. Doesn't, you know how they're like, what do you think of hashtags? What do you think of live videos? What do you think of blah, blah, blah? But for hashtags, they were like 0. And I'm like, geez, that's weird. I just put 5 hashtags on everything on Instagram. I don't put hashtags anywhere else. Can't say I fully know what I'm doing with that, but whatever. It's working. What platform should accounts be created for besides the ones listed above? Just the ones that you want. Like I loved starting on YouTube because no one I know follows me on YouTube. Meaning like it was a really safe place to start because I didn't have the judgment of friends or family or people that I knew, and that felt good in my heart because I was a little insecure when I started. So I liked that platform. I didn't like Facebook because it's like everyone you know. I'm like, hey, everyone I know from my whole childhood and high school and college and my former jobs. You guys want to watch me try to figure out what I'm doing? Oh, it's so stressful. So I didn't start on Facebook. I started on YouTube. And then I finally started on doing more on Facebook when I'm like, I had grown enough of business that I'm like, dude, if you think I'm a weirdo, then fine. But your thoughts don't pay my bills. Like I'm doing, you know, this is crushing it. And then I moved over to, I'm on Instagram now doing some Instagram stuff. But I love YouTube probably the most. You know, it's because you can talk longer. Like me trying to convey, like all that I'm trying to convey to you right now on Instagram was like, oh, do you want to sell digital courses? You can. I'll show you how. It's like so hard for me in like a short window to like convey that message. So, but I do recommend just starting with one platform, really growing there, get that to 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 followers, then work on another platform because one is a full-time job. So like you could build $1 million business on one platform if you wanted to. So Contrary to what someone like, Grant Cardone or some of these really big guys are like, you should be everywhere. I'm like, yeah, but Grant Cardone, you have a team of like 8 million people. And then they're all posting for you. So like, of course you're everywhere. But like, that's not realistic, So anyway, yeah. So sometimes these big influencers, they give you advice that's maybe not totally realistic. Okay, this is from, hey, Mrs. Moon. Hey, Mrs. Moon. How did you decide the price of a course? That's a great question. So Course Creator Blueprint, when you're in there, I talk a lot about pricing your course. So if you're not, go to thecourseblueprint.com. It's a pretty good course. That's a pretty workbook. I mean, I would say Social Media Superstar and Course Creator Blueprint, those two courses, the workbooks are beautiful. I mean, every workbook I make it, but those are pretty robust. So I typically price stuff for free. I do free stuff. So like I've given you example, like I shared my video equipment, that's like free, right? Then if you click on that, what's going to happen is enter on that. So you're going to go to that. What's going to happen next is you're going to end up return. I don't know if I sent it. Okay. Hey, Mrs. Moon. Hold on. Got to show it again. Okay. How do you decide on the price of the course? So people get my free stuff. I'm like, oh, do you want my favorite video equipment? Do you want my microphone? Right? Then the next slide, it says, hey, my friend, I'm so glad that you just got my free video equipment, but I just want to let you know, like, if you're really serious about like making better videos, like there's an art form to it. And if you don't know how to make better videos, guess what? I have a training that shows you how to do it. Imagine that, right? Because I had a free guide that gives you video equipment. That free guide creates a new problem. What's the problem? Well, now you have video equipment. You have no idea how to use it, nor do you know how to make and film and edit videos. So this free guide created a new problem. New problem? You don't know how to make videos. Don't you worry, my friend. I'm Michelle Cunningham, and I have the Video Superstar. In Video Superstar, I'm going to teach you how to make awesome videos, right? For $27. Why only $27? That's a really nice course, Michelle. You could have charged $97. You could have charged $197 for this. Yeah, but sell for $197, people would have hemmed and hawed and really thought about it. I would have gotten way less people to buy it, right? And then they would have come in and been like, okay, this is worth it. It's great. But it would have costed me a whole lot more money if I ran ads to get someone to buy a $197 versus if I run it to a $27. My goal is to get as many people as possible into the $27. And they come in there and they're like, holy cow, this is so good. This is so good. Are you kidding me? A 78-page workbook? And she teaches me everything I need to know. And like, I'm finally unstuck. This girl gives me hope. I love her. For $27, I love her. You know what? If I paid her $27 and it looked like this, I wonder if she has a group coaching program. Because like I would buy it. Oh, look, I can book a call with her team. Are you kidding me? I'm book a call with her team. This stuff is good. Oh my gosh, you have a year-long coaching program, Michelle? Yeah, I do. Look at that. Right? And now they're going to be interested in that and they want to see what that is. So your free stuff should blow their mind. Your paid stuff should be relatively cheap so they can dip their toe in the water and see, like, when I give you money, what do you do with it? Right? Is it really high quality or is it a little bit of a scam? Because I bought some courses just to see. And I'm like, what is this girl selling? I keep seeing her ads, $47. I buy it and it's vague. Like, it was just when I was a network marketing coach, but I bought her course for $47, same price as my course. My course was very detailed, very step-by-step, very instructional. And hers was like, if you want to sell more over the holidays, here's what I recommend. Host an open house. That was it. That was the whole page. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. You forgot to tell me what time to host the open house. What do the invites look like for the open house? I need a Canva link to that. How do we get people to the open house? What are the texts we're sending? How do we follow up? How do we actually make sure they show up? What are you showing at the open house? What are you serving? What are the foods? What time does it start? When does it end? Do we do a repeat? How do we get people, you know what I mean? Host an open house. I paid $47 for someone to tell me to host an open house. Oh, horrifying. Okay, so anyway, so over deliver at your low price and then blow their mind at your high price. My high price people, some people pay me $10,000 or $20,000 to work with me one-on-one. Better believe I'm mailing them some gifts or stuff arriving. They're like, whoa, it's got cookies from you. And then I got this, like, what's going on? Right? That's the goal, is completely over deliver. So, but I do have students that are charging $50,000. And so you can charge anything. It just comes down to how much you're putting into the marketing, right? For my bigger things, there's a lot more marketing that happens, right? And then I have to make sure I don't want to take someone's money unless I'm going to completely blow their mind, right? So when someone pays me $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, you better believe I'm like, this better be really good. We're going to wrap a gift. We're going to mail it to them. It's got their workbook. They've got a coach. They got access to me. They've got me on Boxer. They got I mean, it's crazy, right? I don't give access to me. You can't give access to you, like, unless it's like group coaching, but one-on-one access to you should not be available unless it's at a way higher price. Some people are doing that way wrong. I work with a lot of ER doctors or functional medicine doctors who, they're like, I'm doing one-on-one calls all the time. I'm like, that's the definition of insanity. Unless they're paying you $20,000 or more, you can't do that. That's not scalable, right? And so I show them how to flip it and turn it into, do-it-yourself programs, group coaching programs, and then one-on-one coaching programs and in-person retreats. Right? There's levels to it. So that's my very long-winded answer. Say helpful if that was helpful for anybody. Really hoping that like my neighbors aren't walking by and they'll be like, I saw you broadcasting the middle of sentence, which is fine. I am. That's what I am doing right now. Okay, show on stage. This is from Teach 75. Hi, Michelle. By the way, the Hydro Flask, I'm into it. I got this colorful one because I thought it was cute. I've been following you for years, buying programs after program. That's really nice of you. Thanks, Teach 75. And I love how you show up no matter what. Right, like this. With it's a lot. Setting the best example for us. You make me think I can actually, because I love to be in my office because it makes me look a little hotter, right? But then I'm like, Michelle, stop it. Okay, guess what? This is what you look like, right? When people meet you in real life, they'll be like, oh, that's what you look like. So like, who cares, right? And at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about what I look like or if my eye makeup is smudging, which sometimes it is when I'm live on these. I get off. I'm like, oh my God, my eye makeup is like, right? That doesn't matter. What matters is that you show up and you serve, right? It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter that people are walking by like, you look crazy. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It matters that you show up and serve and you love on your people. That's what matters. So just take you out of it. When you're like, I can't because I feel fat. I can't because I am bloated. I can't because I am tired. I'm sorry. That's all about you. It's not about you. That's it. Then that's what I say that to myself. I'm like, Michelle, you just stop with that madness. You just better show up. Show on stage, polished and powerful. It went away. Your strategy to book call has made me close so many women. Really? I know, it's good. Yeah, so if any of you have a course for me, you can book a call with a member of my team. My team hears about you. Here's what you're all about. Some of you are like, whoa, I'm like crushing it. I'm ready to go to the next level. I'm ready. I need to scale. I need some help, right? We can help you with that. And then some of you are like, I can't. I don't know what I'm doing. I just need some. My team's like, okay, Michelle, is this little program for you or this little program? So what's nice is I have people book a call with my team, and then we find out what you're all about. And then depending on where you're at in your business, we make recommendations. My elite program, my group coaching is not for everybody. It's for the movers and the shakers who have big dreams and big plans, right? My in-person retreat, not for someone that's like, my business is failing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, no, this is for someone that's like, no, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready for the next level. I got these things happening, but I need to take it to the next level. But I truly believe there comes a time in everybody's business where to get to the next level in business, you've got to get on an airplane to get to the next level. That's it. And that's why I do those in-person retreats, because, oh man, they're so fun. I rent these multi-million-dollar homes. They've got to be 20 million. They're 20,000 square feet. I don't know. I got to figure out. They're a lot. Okay. 36 bedroom, 39 bathroom, oceanfront mansions with hot tubs, right? And you come for 5 days. I'm literally leaving tomorrow for our next one in September. We have 20, that one's a 28 bedroom house. So we have 27 women plus me, plus helpers are staying in another house down the road. Oh, it's fabulous. Right. But anyway, you get invited to that because you get on a call with my team. They hear about you, hear about your business, hear where you're going, right? And they make recommendations. And so that's what's so cool about having those calls is I don't want anyone on my team selling to someone something they're not ready for, right? I want to talk to you first, figure out what you're all about. And I would love to take all those calls myself, but there's not enough for me to go around. So I stay in my lane. My lane is to make content, is to make my next course, is to make my next video, to fix videos in my ecosystem. That's my job. My job is not to take all these calls because then that takes me out of making videos and serving my audience, right? So, and I see a lot of business owners are like, oh, I'm taking calls, I'm doing this. I'm like, dude, you don't have to do all that. Do customer service. I'm like, you don't have to do all that, right? You can give that away. So that's how you really start to scale a business. That's how we went from $1 million a year to $5 million a year. Pam, I can't wait to see you at the November retreat, my friend. Doing your lives anywhere makes you relatable. Yeah, thanks, friend. Yeah, just like right here in this field. Ask her. Oh, let's see. That's for someone else. Scrolling. We watch you for your personality and your energy. You're so perky. It's so nice. Okay, so nice. Okay, I'm looking. You're hot everywhere. I'm an expert. You always look amazing. Thanks, friend. Yeah, and it doesn't matter, right? Okay, here's a question from My Pocket Designer. Ooh, I love this, interior designers. I love you. You just make everything look pretty, you know? Okay, 197, 3 monthly Zoom calls to teach and Q&A. That's a group Zoom, right? For 197, please. Yes, group Zoom. Includes startup call in course. I don't think you need to do a startup call. I would, when I launched my elite program, right? And that was my group coaching. It's like 10, 12,000, but there's little discounts we kick in. But that program, people would start to come into it. And I would be like, oh man, if someone spent that much, I should hop on a 20-minute welcome call with them. But then we had 1,000 people come in. And there was evenings I was on calls like all the time, just being like, hey, I love you. Oh my God, so good to talk to you. Let me walk you through everything. And I was like, oh, this is no longer, there's not enough of me to go around. I have 40,000 students. And I was like, whoa, I gotta fix this. This is broken. So I went from doing the startup call, okay, which is why I share this with you, my pocket designer. I stopped doing the startup call and I started doing a group call for 1 hour once a week. So everyone new that pours into my course, I do a welcome call that's on Zoom with all the new students. I walk them through everything that's available to them, all the coaches they have access to, how they have access to me, where they can message me, where the course is, the workbook, all of that, right? That's how I do it, which is so much better. So so that's what I do is I do a group coaching instead of one startup call. You can start doing the one startup call with everyone if you want. But one-on-one, just be careful with one-on-one. It's not scalable, right? Sell your monthly membership for how much? I have a monthly membership that's $27 a month. So you can do that. So, yeah. We got people in my video. I love it. Kids running around. Okay. Let's see. You just joined us. Welcome to the party. I'm broadcasting from this really pretty place. There's always new people joining. So you gotta like film in. I was getting my hair done and the appointment ran over. So then I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, I'm just going to have to broadcast from right here. So that's what I'm doing. Although I left my bag. Hold on, I'm going to go get it. Okay, do you think Gen X women is too broad of a niche? Yeah. Well, Lisa, I think you're talking about health and fitness. So if it's health and fitness, no, I think that's fine. I'm grabbing my bag. If you're talking about health and fitness, I think that's totally fine. What I will say is, I'm turning this way. There's too many people facing me that way. Too weird for my brain. But I would say, like, if you're a health fitness mindset, people are going to start to, like, so crazy. When I started my channel, I was like, oh my gosh, everyone who follows me is definitely my age, and they're definitely just like me. And I was like, kind of wrong. Like, it's a mix. I thought they would be me and younger. I was wrong. They're mostly me and older, right? And I meet, we have 70 or 80-year-olds that come to my pizza tree, and so it's literally all ages. So I share that with you because when you start making your content, it's going to just start to attract an audience, and they're going to just buy your stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know that you have to, like, if you start making like fitness videos and health videos, it's going to just start to attract people, right? And the right people are going to come to you. And so I don't think you need to say, are you a Gen X woman who wants to look fit? They're watching you in the video. They might just be like, okay, I'm going to follow this girl. Right. So I think you're good enough of a niche there to be like health and fitness and mindset. Right. And like, I mean, there's a Pilates girl I follow. She's just Pilates. She does Pilates videos. There's a Pilates membership and she is crushing it. And so like, I would niche down within like health, fitness, and mindset. I'd just go all in with something. Because you could build a really massive membership just on that. Right. Like people just want Pilates workouts. Like it could be that simple. So yeah, that's what I would say. Okay. Let's see. I don't even know what time it is. Okay. Drawn to create with J. Marie Design Studio. Hi, J. Marie. Question. I was thinking about something for people who are reconnecting with their creative side during retirement or after a long break. What kind of course could I create? I'm a designer for crafters. So fun. So I would take that exact thing you just posted there and I would put it into chatgpt.com. G, like goat, potato, toy, chatgpt.com. Go put it in there and just say, give me 20 ideas. And in way more faster than my brain could tell you, it will give you every idea I want to share with you. It's so good. It'll be like, you should do this, and you could do that, and you could do this, you could do that. And you're like, I like number 3. Can you expand upon that? Give me more ideas on number 3. How could I do it? Like, it's your best friend. It will give you all your ideas. So it's great because now, like, a few years ago, you had to actually have, like, a brain to, like, make digital courses, like, come up with ideas. Now you don't even have to have a brain. You could be brainless and be successful. I mean, it's pretty great. So, yeah, that's what I would do. And if you need help with creating a course, I have the Course Creator Blueprint. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Go to thecourseblueprint.com and you can snag a spot, but that teaches you how to pull your whole course together and shows you that whole formula. Okay, let's see. I'll take my last question here. So are you guys enjoying Fabulous Friday Fix? I'll need to know. Hold on, it's stuck on this comment. Very hard to tap. Okay, I got it. Scrolling. My pocket designer is 197 too high? No, I sell stuff for 197. If I sell for 197, I typically sell it through a webinar though. I really stack up how awesome it is, right? I did a webinar Friday night. I was selling for 197 at the end. So like just driving, there's cold traffic and there's warm traffic. Warm traffic knows you. There's people on your email list. They've been following you. You guys, some of you are new to me. Shan, my friend is here. She's my friend. Hi, see you, friend. Hi. I was getting my hair done. I know, I'm dead over it. I was getting my hair done and ran out of time. And I was like, shoot, now I got to broadcast from Fenton. Dude, that's where I am. I know. And I'm bringing the kids here later. I got to go home and get them. It's a whole thing. I know. It's funny. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. My friend came on. I had to tell her what's going on. I mean, you guys are all my friends. So is 197 too high? No, but I sell it by a webinar. And the reason I sell it by a webinar is that you got to see my webinar on Friday. Because what I do is I'm like, hey, what was that webinar about? It was for Course Creator Blueprint, right? And I was teaching you how I follow Russell Brunson's perfect webinar formula. And so you basically give them 3 secrets. So I had 3 secrets that break down belief barriers that they have. So one of them is like, you might think like if someone's already doing it, I can't do it. Or you might think, oh, I got to make it so complicated, I can't do it. Or you might think, I could never do this because I don't know how to make a course, right? So it's better than that. You have to watch my webinar. And then I say, okay, don't you worry, my friend. And I give a really good training for like 45 minutes. And then at the end, I'm like, and if you want to know exactly how to do this, comment yes, I'm going to show you how to do it. And then I welcome them to Course Creator Blueprint, where I walk them through what's in it. And I stack up. First, you're going to get this, how to master social media. Then you're going to get this, how to come up with your course. Then you're going to get this, how to do an upsell. Then you're going to get this, how to do this. So I give all that's in the course, but then I add in crazy bonuses. You're also going to get a Facebook community. You're also going to get a workbook. You're also going to get access to me. You're also going to come to a award ceremony. You're also going to get like Russell Brunson says you should have like 8 of those, right? So we stack as many like this and 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 this value, 97, 197, 397, total value $4,000. But wait, my friend, you're going to get this for a discount today. Normally it's priced at $997, but for you today, next slide, it's only $497. But wait, there's more. Next slide, boom. Because you're on today and I love you, I'm giving you my love you price. I love you price is $197, right? And so that's how we sell a $197. Like you could send them to a sales page. If your sales page is really good, it might happen, but you need a lot of follow-up on the $197. So we presented that Friday. We had 1,200 people register for that webinar through paid ads. A third of them show up. About 250 showed up. It was a little lower than I wanted, but whatever. I sold, 40 at the end of that, usually 10% buy of whoever shows up. So maybe it was less than that. Maybe it was like 30 or something, but on that moment. And then the next day I did it again. And then we closed it out on Sunday, maybe Tuesday. And we reminded people, email. Hey, oh my gosh, it's still $197. The price is doubling. You don't miss out. The price is doubling, blah, 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 blah. That's how we got people to buy the $197. So when someone's like, I want to sell $197, I'm like, okay, you got to do like a lot of reminding, right? You got to really sell them on why it's valuable, have some testimonials, that kind of thing. But it's 100% possible. So that's what I would say. Okay. Questions are so fun. Okay. And it's hard for me to see the comments. Otherwise, I'd be like, was that helpful? But I can't even see your comments. So the Courage Cartographer. Whoa, this is a fun question. How do you decide your course price? Superstar is 97 or Course Creator 197. Well, it's interesting. We've launched Course Creator at different prices. The first time it came out, it was free, but you could upgrade to VIP to get lifetime access on the full workbook. The next time we launched it, we did like 97. Next time we launched it, 147. Next time we launched it, 197. But then we changed up like some of the offerings. Like we threw in more bonuses, right? As you paid more, you got more bonuses. And it's interesting when we charge more, we end up with more serious audience who actually shows up, better results in our Facebook group. We get more students winning. And then a lot of those students, the more they pay, they're a little more qualified for maybe a bigger thing that I have, right? And so, yeah, so, when you charge $7, right? I remember charging $7. it's a different audience, right? And you'll sell a lot at $7, but you get a lot of customer service problems. They're like, I can't log in. And then sometimes they're mean. They're so mean. Like, you are the worst. And I'm like, no, I'm not the worst. You didn't know how to read your emails right there, right? So $7 is risky, right? The more you charge, the more high quality. I had someone come to my beach retreat. She's a doctor, ER room doctor. She's like looking around at my beach retreat, and everyone there is awesome. Everyone is high quality. Everyone's high caliber. And she's like, how do you get, like, this is the kind of client I want to attract. And I'm like, I know how you get it. Do you want me to tell you the secret? She's like, please. I'm like, okay, this is what you got to do. She's like, what? I was like, you got to raise your prices. That's it. I mean, there's the secret. Just raise your prices. Seriously, right? So when we raise the price to come to Beach Street, a lot, like it's very expensive to come to Beach Street. It's not cheap. There's a high caliber women in the room, right? But other high caliber women want to be around those women. It's amazing. There's top lawyers there, top doctors. There's $1 million Etsy shop owners. There's amazing women in the room. So people pay to come to that. So it's going to change my life, and it does. So there you go. Is that helpful? Just comment helpful if so. Oh, I've been live for 55 minutes. Okay, I got it. I see it now. All right. Whoops. Yes, live. My pocket design. I think you're asking if the webinar should be live, maybe? Okay. All right. I see one more question here. Then I got to go find a bathroom. We're going on a field trip together. But don't worry, I won't take you in the bathroom because I don't think you can be live in the bathroom. Right? Is that all the questions? I know I missed some. We'll just start walking. Hold on. I'm holding a big tripod. I gotta lower it. We're doing the lowering. Lowering. Sorry, that was probably very loud. All right, let's go. Here we go. Okay. I'm going into Paragon Theaters. I know there's a bathroom over there. Let's flip the camera. You need a live interactive event. Back triple camera. Wait, I can do double wide camera. Hold on. Dual wide camera. Is that better? Okay, here we go. Got it. Oh, I love that someone said, I love your laugh. It's captivating. Let me tell you a funny story. I was on a webinar 2 weeks ago, and there was someone that determined, and here's the deal. When you make content, people are going to decide if they like you or don't like you, and that's fine. You want to attract people that like you. Not everyone's going to like you. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Okay, it's part of the story. Well, she decides she hates me. And she's like, that laugh is so annoying. Like, you don't even seem authentic. It's just annoying. I don't even want to be here. And then you guys were like, that's not annoying. You're annoying. It was like this whole thing. I'm like, oh my gosh. Look at this fire pit. I mean, look at the sparkly rocks. Oh my gosh, those are some nice sparkly rocks right there. I am into it. Okay, so we got to get a coffee, but we can't get a coffee until we go to the restroom. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, this is what I do. You guys do that? I'm like, I can't possibly open my own doors. Oh, the door is broken. All right, here we go. And I don't, I'm like, I just feel like more important when I push that button. Like the door opens for me. Okay, I found the restroom. Da, da, da. Here we go. I could leave my camera out here. We do run the risk of it being taken. That's the challenge. I'm just going to turn the camera off. Well, I have to turn the camera off and my microphone. Please hold. Then we can go get coffee together if you want. That's what's happening. Because this is fun. Yeah, this is definitely a good one. Running paid ads contributes so much to your success. So much. My success is running paid. That's how you reach people. Okay. Do you recommend ad reels to introduce yourself? There's so many stuff. You get lost in the shuffle where people don't know content is valuable, even when it's valuable. I think the biggest thing is showing up consistently over and over. I have a friend now at 600. Here she was showing up. Literally, I'm posting all this great stuff happening. And so she almost quit. So I share that with you because it's kind of a long game. Like, you can't just post for like 3 months and be like, it didn't work. I'm like, keep going, post high quality content, helpful advice, right? You're going to find your people. Like right now, I have 64 people watching live. 10% watch live, 90% will watch the playback. So I'll affect maybe 1,000 people with this. But I've been doing that for 10 years, right? 10 years has built an email list of 80,000 people. It's generated $16 million in revenue with ad spend also. It's not all my profit. You know, time, right? It doesn't happen overnight. But I also see people that crush it really quickly. You know, like everything happens for them like super duper fast. So it can also happen really, really fast. So, all right. I don't know. Oh, there's another restroom over there, but I'm not at the movie theater. You think I could use it? I think I could. Anyway, maybe I should go. I should just go because I feel weird throwing my tripod in there. Okay. Anyway, this has been fun. I'm going to flip my camera. Front camera. Hello. Hi. Okay. Anyway, that's some nice hair right there. You know, that was worth it. So it was fun being on with you guys today. Put this down. It was fun being with you today. I'm now going to go use the restroom. I'm going to I've told you that like 7 times. Like, Michelle, maybe don't tell people that. Just leave it alone. They don't have to know. You drink too much water. It's fine. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you liked Fabulous Friday Fix. Let me know in the chat if you like Fabulous Friday Fix. Post on social media and tag me if you like Fabulous Friday Fix, and we'll do it every Friday. And maybe we'll go to different locations. We'll travel. You know, we'll go to different places. We'll get me out of the house, which will be fun. So yeah. Okay. I love you guys. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how helpful this was. 1, a waste of my time. 10, actually pretty helpful. And if you're not on my email list, 2 things. I got to close out with a call to action because that's what good marketers do. We always have something available. First, I'm giving you my favorite video equipment, the tripod I'm using, the mic I still use, except for it was dead today because I grabbed the wrong one off my shelf. I grabbed the one that's dead. I think it was dead when it came in the mail. It doesn't work. Okay, so anyway, I gave you my favorite video equipment. And I just want to remind you, Social Media Superstars on a flash sale for a limited time from now until Sunday, which means if you want to learn how to use social media to generate way more business, right? And the basics, like how to show up on Facebook, how to show up on YouTube, how to show up on Instagram, like the baby steps, like show me like a baby how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it like a baby. Okay. So you just go to that link I just dropped. Okay. I love you. Okay. Thanks, friends, for being on. I'll see you soon. Most random live ever. Have a nice day. Bye, friends.